Welcome to Echoes of Time, where we bring you the most incredible stories from history and real life. Today, we dive into an astonishing tale of courage and survival, a story of a girl who survived alone in a dense forest for 7 long days. Stick around and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss stories that echo through time. It was a bright summer morning in 2019 when 14-year-old Emily Watson set out for a hike with her family in the forests of the Pacific Northwest. Emily was adventurous, curious, and loved exploring nature. That day seemed perfect. Sunlight filtering through the trees, birds chirping, the soft rustle of leaves beneath her feet. But adventure has a way of turning into danger when least expected. Emily wandered a little too far, distracted by a flash of sunlight through the canopy. She lost sight of the trail. Soon, the dense forest surrounded her. The familiar sounds of her family calling faded into echoes. Panic set in. What had seemed like a friendly forest transformed into a labyrinth of trees, cliffs, and unknown dangers. By the time the sun began to set, she realized she was completely alone. Her backpack contained only a few snacks, a water bottle, and a small flashlight. There was no cell signal, no map, no one to guide her. The forest was alive with sounds she had never noticed before. The distant howls of coyotes, the snapping of branches under invisible weight, the eerie rustle of leaves. She needed to survive the night. The first night was the hardest. Emily gathered branches and leaves to build a makeshift shelter, huddling against the cold as darkness enveloped the forest. Hunger and thirst gnawed at her, but fear was a more pressing companion. Every shadow seemed to move. Every distant sound made her heart race. She tried to remain calm, repeating to herself that help would come. But hours felt like days. She shivered, rubbing her arms, and carefully adjusted the branches to block the wind. She remembered her family's advice. Always stay calm, stay put if lost. Sleep was impossible. Every rustle in the trees was a reminder that she was completely alone. By the second day, Emily realized that waiting passively could be dangerous. She had to find water and food. A small stream nearby offered fresh water. Using a clean leaf as a makeshift cup, she drank cautiously, careful not to upset her stomach. For food, she scouted the surrounding area. She remembered lessons from camping trips: edible berries, safe plants, avoiding anything unknown. She found a few safe berries and cautiously ate them. The sweetness of survival made them taste richer than any candy. Building a fire was another challenge. Dry twigs were scarce, and the forest floor was damp. But determination and focus prevailed. After hours of effort, a small flame flickered. It wasn't much, but it was enough to give warmth and a sense of safety. The forest, once threatening, began to feel like a place where she could survive. Days 3 and 4 were a test of mental endurance. The isolation was overwhelming. Thoughts of fear, doubt, and panic crept in. To keep herself grounded, Emily spoke aloud, creating imaginary companions to share her worries with. She gave names to the shadows, turning fear into a manageable presence. She set small goals for herself: collect firewood, gather more water, reinforce her shelter. Each completed task gave her confidence. She learned to listen to the forest, to identify animal calls, and to sense the weather. Slowly, she discovered that her mind was her greatest tool. By staying calm and focused, she found a rhythm to surviving each day. The 5th day brought a sudden storm. Rain poured relentlessly, turning the forest floor into slippery mud. Streams swelled, and the forest became dangerous. Emily quickly moved to higher ground, using large leaves to collect rainwater and reinforce her shelter with stones and mud. Hunger was pressing, but she found mushrooms, carefully identifying the safe ones from books she remembered reading. She caught glimpses of squirrels and birds, learning to understand signs of edible plants. Every obstacle was a lesson, every challenge an opportunity. To adapt, by now, Emily was no longer just surviving, she was thriving under pressure. Her resourcefulness became her lifeline. On the seventh day, exhaustion and hunger weighed heavily. Emily decided to explore a ridge she remembered from earlier in her hike. The forest was quiet, almost holding its breath, as if it too sensed her perseverance. Then, in the distance, she heard it. A faint human voice. Her family had not given up. A search party combed the forest, calling her name tirelessly. Emily answered, her voice weak but clear. Tears streamed down her face as she ran toward the sound, finally embraced by her family. She had survived 7 days alone in the wilderness, a testament to courage, intelligence, and sheer willpower. Emily's story teaches that survival isn't just about strength, it's about preparation, mental fortitude, and adaptability. Knowledge of nature, quick thinking, and determination made the difference. Her story inspires others to never give up, to face fears head-on, and to respect the power of the natural world. Each day in the forest was a test, each night a battle. And yet, her resolve never faltered. Courage doesn't mean absence of fear, it means pressing forward despite it. Emily returned home not just as a survivor, but as a symbol of human resilience. Emily Watson's journey through the forest shows the incredible strength of the human spirit. Her story reminds us that hope and determination can light even the darkest paths. If this story inspired you, like this video, subscribe to Echoes of Time, and hit the bell icon to follow more incredible tales from history and real life. Share this story with friends who love stories of courage, survival, and resilience. Keep exploring, keep learning, and let history echo through your life.